swift as my feet can carry me.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say will take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
What? Think you could do better? Go on then, have at it. What? You shy or something? Fine. Muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Grush. There might still be a slurp of ale to be had. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner? Please. Let me out. There's no reason for this.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger. Elson, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. The Grove, to the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them. Yes. It should be here somewhere. They said there was a hidden passage underneath this temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned, but when we arrived, I'm not sure. All I know is there's a passageway to the Night Song. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. I have to go. I have to get out of here.
That's a fact. Hope so. For your sake. Plenty of room
Still
next to
breathing,
the pity
despite
if you're
everything.
lying.
Moving in.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? The gentleman being held next door. My acquaintance is working on him, I believe. While I was thrilled to be invited here, I must confess, I find the goblins and their methods crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? I realize this looks strange, but I assure you, it is a most intimate form of worship. You see, pain is a loving thing, but trying to explain it to these goblins has proven. Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
I must see this. Don't you dare say no.
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Would you have joined up with her if you'd known she'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. That's it, dear one! Let Loviatar hear you!
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Let the sting of flesh wash away your pain. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance. Oh, as did I, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Well, whatever you're into.
That was not what I expected to
Grush,
see today.
I need to see that again. Ask him if you can do the penance thing too.
What?
Get in there.
Take hero. Take hero.
Pain is proof we live.
Intestines throb. Blood
Your
whispers.
lore pig started squealing yet? Because if you're drinking, job must be done.
These boots have seen everything.
Oi, Ribbo, don't go bothering my pigeon. It's mine. Pidge. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Him? Nah. Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. That will sound ridiculous. But fine, if you insist. As much as it pains me to cede creative control. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Never a dull moment. Still alive, so that's progress.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flayer specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're mad! But, tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless... That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
What to do? Mine's never quiet.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. And I am deeply sorry. I was overeager, but can you blame me? You were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Don't worry. There's enough of me to go around. I'm a man of tremendous appetites. I don't think they'd volunteer, of course. But it doesn't make me any less curious. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? A meal that would put up a fight. An adventurous choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. Nothing out there will taste as good as the alternatives, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Psst. Hey, soldier. You aren't asleep, are you? I'm buzzing, honestly. I couldn't wait to talk to you. Isn't it mad? How good life is. Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one. 10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word. A touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars. Guess not. I just feel what I feel. No sense hiding it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you. Don't tempt me. It isn't fair. Sleep on it, maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now, it's enough just to know you care enough to try.
They should all be running.
What are you thinking about? If you have any ideas, I'm all for it. Give me all you've got. This is clever. Might even work. Come here. I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right? I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine. Mine too. Soon enough, you're going to be mine. But until then, I'll play nice. I don't mind sharing you with the bookworm while I'm indisposed, by the way. I'm sure he can keep you entertained until I'm more approachable. I will then.
Still in control. Just. With haste.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Still breathing, despite everything.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything. and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? Light on my feet.
As good as, boss.
Need something else? Pleasure.
Absolute's looking out for me now.
Nobody's gonna push us around anymore.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself, this'll sting. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Your minds brush against one another, but are swiftly parted.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices. Fair enough. Got some weird shadows in your head. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess!
Like us.
We want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the Absolute. and I'll do the rest.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind, like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric. Sifting deeper, she sees the mind flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches, and you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Helps! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain. No, it's messing with your brain. You're seeing things, probably hearing voices too, yeah? Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though. It involves you putting your trust in the Absolute. Simple. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know the Absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya. It's a liquid blessing. It'll cleanse you. And it tastes better than that rock gut at the party. Sweet dreams. I'll see your ugly mug on the other side. Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. Liar! We've both seen the monster that put it there, and I know what happens next. Stop trying to confuse me. You're a liar. Everything's clear since the Absolute chose me. You're the one that's broken. Do you even know who you are anymore? Maybe that's what the creature wants you to think. It's gonna start eating your flesh too, changing you. And eventually your skull will split and you'll cough up a mess of tentacles. Stop it! Why would I want to do that? I'm gonna keep you here so I can see every gory detail and hear every whimper and scream. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
Open your papers, freak. It's time. You should be sprouting tentacles by now. But you're still the same kind of ugly you always was. Disappointing not to have my own squiddy. But your giblets will make for a tasty supper.
Sorry. I may have left that a little late.
No lasting damage, I hope? Corilla Heartflame. At your service. You made quite an impression on my master. He sends his regards. The Honorable Raphael. He's terribly excited about you and your At this point, you're more interesting alive than dead. So here I am, your savior in times of need. Be a little more careful. That skin's valuable, and we won't always be watching.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Here we go. We need to find a way forward. Nothing hurts anymore.
There you are. Glad you're all right. What happened in there? Really? Who? Ugh. So now the rat is sending out cockroaches. Joy. Glad you're in one piece, but I doubt this little favor will come without a price. Let's get rid of this tadpole. Cambion might lose interest when we're a little less, well, interesting. There are enough absolutists in this place to fill a reserve trench. One of them must have something interesting to say, right? Let's find out.
What path lies before me?
Burned from the inside out. Must have been our warlock friend. Killed without a mark. Who the hells does she serve?
What to do?
Well, hello.
Looking ahead. Looking ahead. Light on my feet.
That might be worth a look. Looks like all those moon plates can be turned. What's that?
How delicious. A crooked touch.
Can't give up now.
Have I been this way before?
goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Never a dull moment. They should all be running.
Fungal threats. Remain vigilant. We cannot be distracted.
What the hells? This place is ready to collapse.
Let's see.
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elis Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Intestines throb, blood whispers. Walk in death.
More are coming.
That voice. What was that?
They're coming. They're coming.
No. Someone's coming. And someone else wants us to know.
They are coming. You are coming.
That wasn't a bullet, was it?
Always room for more. Broken bones. Must have fallen.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
This is gonna feel good. Find a route.
No choice but to keep going. Breathe deep and move.
This is good. Let's go.
On I go.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Now this is my happy place. Open up!
Best be on my way.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Be wary. This place is trapped.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. With haste.
Zentrum thugs passed through here. Oathless cunts. The lot of them.
Something good here, I hope.
All is ash and meat. Don't give me trouble now.
Open up. On my way. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Die today? How many die tomorrow? Tequila! One day I'll catch a break. Maybe I need more pockets. That's curious. Mask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
Swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, they have come. They are here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy. Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Damn, it's good to be alive. Easy. This place is hungry for blood. Bet I can crack that open. Best be on my way. Something over there.
All right. What now? Moving in. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
At least give me a sword!
We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining!
The scrying eye. Best not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
Die for the absolute. Dying's the only thing they're good at. Get your eye off my arse! What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Life, much like your words, is meaningless. Well, end the latter to save the former.
Raiders are just waiting for the word, mistress. We're ready for anything.
And the prisoner?
We're still working on him.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Gone here, fool, did ya?
That won't work.
I'm heating up.
Again!
Again.
Want another?
Time to press ahead.
Certainly you won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
Ignore him. And be happy they didn't throw you to the side.
Can't even catch my breath.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Keep a blade close.
At least things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything.
Sugan al sukok o tasho kek do.
What now? Over here. Like a wraith.
Wanna dance? What next?
What is it?
No time to rest. Anything of use? Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Onward.
I'm just waiting.
Try something else.
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Never a dull moment.
Listen, Pit. BG3 soiled my hands.
They're dying for me. All of them. Another step forward.
Let's end this. Moving.
Let's do it.
Ready for another round? like this, mate.
At the ready.
Come on, can't stay idle. Can't slow down.
On the move.
Make it hurt.
Smell blood. Jimmy on the go. Ready for this?
Time to push my luck again. Can't slow down.
Never a dull moment. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Talk to me. On the move.
yes.
Sometimes the only way out is through. With haste. I don't need any attention right now.
Heading there.
Shall we cut and run?
Got to focus. Got to concentrate.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Nothing important is ever easy. What path lies before me?
Let's turn someone inside out.
I've got it. Nothing important is ever easy. Best be on my way.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Never wanted the easy path. Let's have a look.
I'm exhausted. Gotta find somewhere to camp soon. Damon can use this to fix me.
No traps, please. Just out of view. A knife in the dark. Blood comes easy these days.
Look here, piss-addled pontificator!
Nothing will stand in my way.
This'll be me. Did your idiot mother beclothe you?
Time to push my luck again. These boots have seen everything.
Let's spill some blood. This way. Sounds like fun.
The god! Get the god!
Knees high.
Let's finish this. Got to press on.
Can't even catch my breath. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Well, so much for peace. Have to keep going.
Oh, there's a hag stench about you.
Put him up. Soldier.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. I am aware. I foolishly left it vulnerable to this rabble. There's work to be done. That look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Are you feeling all right? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? That looks very alien. As alien as the Mind Flayers. They do not belong on this world. It's no coincidence that you found me here, I'll wager. You're after a cure for this parasite. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles. But I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory. Indeed. After we dealt with the drow that ambushed us, Nettie and I were able to inspect the corpse, and the creature that slithered out of it. I had no idea anyone beyond their ranks was infected. You have my sincere sympathies. No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. Gladly, but first I must return to the Grove. As you made short work of the goblins' leaders, there's nothing stopping me. Come join me in your own time. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
Still alive, so that's progress. At the ready.
One step at a time. Into the shadows. Not a sound. This will do nicely.
Never wanted the easy path.
Listen up! You sit, you misshapen flesh lump!
I have such a headache.
If not over, then through.
Your time has come.
Have to keep going.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. I know. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Let's move. Time to press ahead.
To think, Gale's had this devastating orb within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days. I was just wondering when you'd invite me back for a bite. Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers, if we can convince the right people to talk.
No one stopped me yet. Moving ahead.
So Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know. I'm sure you do, but please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing myself. But yes, once we've saved ourselves, we can talk more on this. If you're sure. Fine.
No one stopped me yet.
Looking at something? The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? And what do you see, exactly? Oh, go on. Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. How dare you? I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Holsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Yes. Holsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites were merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I protect you from becoming a mind flayer. I cannot protect you from yourself. But I know what it is like to be burdened by forces outside of your control. We are alike, you and I. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it. I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. You needed to see for yourself. Now you have. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites were merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me. Its methods are. These parasites are more than illicit spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the true souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. Because I am just like you, and I need an ally. Just like you, I was infected with a Mind Flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells. They need me. I have to go. No. I can handle this. For now. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can. But sooner or later, I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Bye forever, pal.
There's blood in the air. Let's go. One day I'll catch a break.
Rush the bullbag!
Still on my feet. Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
Listen here! Begone, putrid boil!
Blood comes easy these days. Blood follows me everywhere.
It's hot in here. I'm going to enjoy this. Over there. I won't give in. Another step forward.
debtor's curse.
Nothing will stand in my way. With haste.
What's this? Count on me.
Where do I go from here?
Why smell thou of placenta musk?
Excellent.
At least things have stayed interesting. Walk in death.
No time to rest. How much farther can I go?
Shut it! We got a job to do.
They could at least send some of that booze our way.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Just have a few. These boots have seen everything.
I'm talented.
What to do? One down. Millions live.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Let's turn down the fire. Quiet.
Don't waste a step.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course. You made it. Come here. Sit with me. So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. fishing for blackmail material, that's all. Go on. I insist. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shah, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
All right, what now? I should speak up.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Need to find a way forward.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me. And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else? Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
Look, don't talk.
I've been looking.
And you got nothing to show for it but your own arse.
Come on, gotta be something here.
Absolute don't want this.
Break them.
How much further can I go?
You took a life. Now
Another fight. Let's go.
What's your
Have to keep going. Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Someone there? Let's go.
Can't give up now. Should mind my step.
Softer than a whisper. What do we have here?
you're violent.
Trust no one. On the hunt.
Survival is all that matters. These boots have seen everything.
I miss this. Now they see me. Do the unexpected.
All is ash and meat. Breathe deep and move.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Very well. I have such a headache. well that ends not as bad as it could have.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again. Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
You hear that, Lae'zel? It's called common sense.
Tisk. You seek reason in dishonor. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't slow down.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment. Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
Never quiet.
Never wanted the easy path.
All's well, I hope. I was going to say the very same thing, as soon as I worked up my courage a little. I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before. It meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. And that was before the kiss. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship we'll be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Let's see what this does.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Let's get this over with.
Yes.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Survival is all that matters. At the ready.
Pipe down! Did your idiot mother beclothe you?
Another step forward. Still in control. Just...
I have such a headache.
These boots have seen everything. Bet that will fit in my pack. Let's get in and out. Health.
Look here! Oh, there's a hag stench about you.
Just like old times.
making me sweat.
Better make my next move.
Go for a good meal. Shadow lag. Come on, can't stay idle.
Don't linger.
Let's go. Heading out.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
BG3 would soil my hands.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Magnificent.
I've got a long road ahead. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Nothing hurts anymore.
One day I'll catch a break.
I feel a breeze. I wonder what's down there.
Well, after you. private word would be nice.
I did miss that face, you know.
Food hungry. Want bite. Food. Eat more.
As he approaches, his foot lands on a dry twig, snapping it in half.
No. Run.